Hey guys, what's going on? This is Zach with Team Double Kill, and we are here today playing through an old middle school classic here, RuneScape. RuneScape 2 to be exact. Now, it's a little bit strange. I kind of had a hair that kind of popped up that just wanted to revisit it and kind of go through a little bit of a nostalgia trip here and kind of revisit, some of the things that we used to spend our time after school with. That, and of course, some Halo and some old school Counter Strike. Today, we're going to visit some of the older quests that we used to do here. I think Black Knight's Fortress would be a good one to start at. Head on over to Falador. Now, for you guys who have not played RuneScape or were maybe more favorited to Maple Story, RuneScape is a old school browser RPG game. Kind of point click and then just let your character do its own thing. It was mainly more about the grind. It was one of those first games that really introduced a lot of gamers to the act of grinding within a RPG game. The one thing that was really interesting about this game back in the day when it first came out was you didn't have to download anything. It was all browser based. It was all built using a very early version of Java. For anybody who is familiar with certain web programming languages. But so far, it's been through about, I would say, it looks like it was 21 years now of development, starting all the way back in 1998. So RuneScape originally was a project that was done with a different name completely. It was originally called Devious Mud, or that was short for Devious Multi-User Dungeon. Really the precursor and one of the first MMORPGs ever created. Now, Devious Multi-User Dungeon was done by a man named Andrew Gower, and it was done with his brother as well. And it was originally supposed to be a text-based RPG, but since graphics had began to advance a little bit more, 32-bit was becoming a little bit of a thing here, and we had the advent of Windows 98 and eventually Windows XP. You had the ability to start putting in some oblique graphics that were just hard-coded into that Java framework. The original version was actually never released to the public, and not very much was ever really found out about this code. It's just kind of legend and rumor within the RuneScape community. Now, whenever the game had kind of became a little bit more of a reality, and Andrew decided to go ahead and make this into something a little bit more. This was around March of 1999. They eventually scrapped the original Devious Mud here and then rewrote the entire game with the help of his other brother, Paul and Ian Gower. So with this, we start seeing a little bit more of a actual world beginning to form. Let's go ahead and figure out here with our Black Knight's quest. As you can see, looks like we're going to have to talk to Sir Amic. I don't know exactly where this guy is, but we're going to find him around here somewhere. Okay. Looks like he is... I bet he's going to be upstairs. It's been a while since I played through this. Definitely a blast from the past. I'm going up to the top floor here. Okay. Let's go ahead and climb on up here. Now, where is this dude hiding at? Nope. Going over to the other side. He's got to be up here somewhere. Sir Ivan? Vivan? Is that who I'm looking for here? No, Amikvar's got it. Look at this. What is she trying to do? See, the random events in this game have never made any sense to me. Like, you're going to sit there and take a sandwich from a magic teleporting lady? I understand, you know, it's a very kind thing to do, and I wish we had that kind of service, you know, from places like Hot Bellies or maybe even, you know, some Subway. I mean, I wish Subway would deliver. Don't get me wrong, Jimmy John's delivers, but that hardly qualifies as a sandwich. I'm sorry. Anybody who's Jimmy John's lovers out there, not trying to offend, but you may not have the best taste in the world for sandwiches. Well, let's see if upstairs here. Where is this guy located at? Well, there we are. There's this guy hiding over here, seeking a quest here. It's going to require me to have 12 points before I even start this. That's just ridiculous there. Oh, well. Well, what we can go ahead and do instead is we'll go ahead and see about doing maybe Witch's Potion. I think that one's something that does not require as much input overall. In Remington, south of Falador, so we're gonna have to go down to Remington for this one. You know, one of the things that they've done in old school RuneScape, which you can still find on the RuneScape original website, right next to RuneScape 3, the latest iteration of it, is they have still upgraded these maps and really grown upon them. I mean, it is really quite overwhelming, like some of the things that you are now able to do in this game. So we're going to be heading out over here to Remington. But let's go ahead and get walking here. You know, a little fun fact, with all these quests, they are actually developed, most of them were developed by the original developers, Paul Gower and his brothers, Andrew and Ian. This quest in particular, we're going to be doing the Witch's Potion quest, was actually developed by Paul Gower back in April of 2001, right after the first iterations were coming out for RuneScape. But kind of continuing where I left off here, March 1999, Andrew Gower, the original developer of Devious Mud, went and got the help of his brothers and redid the entire code here. Now, despite redoing the code and everything else, the graphics and the name stayed the same. And this version was actually featured originally on Andrew's personal site, Devious and Cunning Games. This was before the invention of Jagex, the current development company that manages the RuneScape name. But this game was a little bit more fleshed out whenever they went through and had redone Devious Mud. And it still had very little content overall, but the mechanics were all there. Players had only 18 skills that they could actually train. And there were only 2 shops in the game, and the game only had 10 items. So really, overall, a very, very vastly different game than what I'm playing right now. But as time went on, they added another quest on there, and it had one quest. They never completed it, but this was the start of what became known as the infamous Sheep Shearer quest, which still remains in the game today. Now, moving forward, an open beta was then available for 1 week, in which the game was closed off and was never fully released. But at that point, it didn't have very much popularity. So there was only a few screenshots that were ever surfaced of it, and it wasn't until the first Rune Fest that more screenshots would actually show the gameplay footage that was seen during that open beta. But now that we're in town, it looks like we have our quest over here. Let's see what she has to say. Okay, we have to talk to her, see what's going on here. Oh wow, look at that nose. Look at that. No, what is wrong with that? That is terrible. That's a horrible nose here. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let her know we're looking for a quest here. Would you like to become more proficient in the dark arts? Nah, this isn't some Harry Potter shit. I'm just wanting to get some quest points here, please. Darker self. Okay, what do I need to get? Rat's tail onion. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So looks like we gotta go find where do I get a rat's tail is where we'll start out with. Let's see. We gotta go over to. I guess there's a shop west of here that we can actually get that archery shop. Yeah. That's really weird. Why would they have a rat's tail inside of this archery shop here? That's a little strange. Hey there, Brian. Got a rat's tail in here. I know you sell bows and stuff, but yeah, I'm trying to find some archery stuff. No? Oh, okay. You got a lot of rats. Is it cool if I kill one of them or something? I'm gonna go ahead and just do that anyways. Punch the shit out of this rat. God, could you imagine punching a rat in real life? That'd be kind of strange. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I'd feel bad for the rat, but if you can even punch a rat, I think that'd make you Bruce Lee status right there. Alright, so we got the rat's tail. We need a piece of burnt meat. Oh god. Oh god. I gotta burn the meat. Oh shit, this is gonna be weird. Where can I burn some meat? My cooking level's pretty high. This could be a little difficult. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see if we can go find some burnt meat somewhere. We're gonna go kill some things that I can then use to make this meat. We'll just go fishing maybe. No, I can't go fishing. I don't have any fishing stuff. I guess we're gonna have to go up north and go to the farm. Go up to the farm here. But continuing on. Let's see. Well, yeah, we'll have to go this way. But anyways, with the beta of Dubious Mud, they did actually draw up the entire map for RuneScape, and a lot of these locations were used in the current RuneScape game. But moving forward, in January 4th of 2001, that's whenever the original RuneScape Classic, RuneScape 1, surfaced and came to light. This was about the time of the formation of Jagex Software. As I said, the current holder of the RuneScape name came to be in 1999. Andrew Gower and his team began working on the RuneScape, which was then later released in January 4th of 2001. And by the end of the year, in December 2001, Jagex was officially formed as a company, and then Andrew and his brother Paul, along with another friend of his, Constant Tedder, became the CEO of the company. At this point, things were going pretty smoothly. Things were beginning to make a little bit of a ripple within the internet scene. Let's see if we can actually get into this place and get our hands on some. Oh my gosh, there's so much beef out here. Oh my god, look at all this. If only I could find a place like this to get some steak, man. Raw beef, raw beef. And I wonder how much of this we're going to actually need. How do I burn beef? That's really just quite the crime right there. I wish I could Would have brought some kind of thing to make a fire or something. That would have made things a little bit easier. Raw beef. At least one of these has got to burn. Go ahead and give that a shot. While we're out over here, let's see what else that we need. We're going to need to go ahead and get the Eye of Newt, which is going to be in Port Sarum. I know that. And an onion. An onion here would be found in... I'm guessing you could probably find an onion in this area somewhere. I don't quite know where, but there's... I mean, this is a farm. I mean, come on. There's got to be onions here. Cabbage. There's cabbage. But... well, well, let's see. This is gonna be a little difficult here. Gosh, the door's closed. Open up the door. So I gotta go figure out, where do I get this onion? I think there's a field up here. Ah, yeah, there it is. Perfect, perfect. Well, let's go for a walk over here. You know what? We should probably go to Port Sarum since we're already over here, though. You know, a little shop over here that I can grab some stuff. Alchemy shop. Wait, I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's the red-looking thing. This is weird. Okay, I'm gonna go on inside. Hello. I'm here to buy some Eye of Newt, if that's a thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Eye of Newt. Perfect. Oh, I'm gonna have to sell some of this stuff, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to sell one of my beefs here. What? It's not gonna let me sell my beef? Come on, man. This isn't cool. This ain't cool at all. Just wanted to sell some beef. Just a little bit of beef. A little bit of beef here. Okay, so we're gonna have to find a way to get some money here. Let's go on into the bar and see what we can find. Oh, hey, look. Got some beer there. Oh, I just wanted to get a little bit of cash, bro. Like, just chill, man. Just need some cash, bro. I just need some cash. 2 gold coins. Nope, I do not have 2 gold coins at all. I wonder if I could go attack something and get something to sell. You know what? I doubt it. I doubt it. I bet there's going to be some crazy thing. You know what? We'll at least go try to cook some of this meat and burn it. Better be able to burn this thing. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a whole lot of crap here. Okay. Is that a voting booth? What is that? What is that? Just like a random vote? That is a poll booth. Why is there a poll booth in this lady's house? Dude, what are you... Oh, hey, there's a man here. Oh, I'm gonna punch the shit out of you. I need money. I need money. I'm not proud of this. Close the door. She doesn't need to see this. That's right. Oh, I'm gonna kick you right in the dick. You're gonna get kicked right in the dick. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. I'm gonna kick your shins in, dude. Oh, can't hit me. Oh, yep. Yeah. Hit me again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bury this dude in the poll booth to hide his body. Yeah, we'll just go over there. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, cool. So now I just gotta burn some meat. See if we can burn it. Well cooked. Well cooked. Come on. Come on, just burn one. Please just burn one. Come on, just one. Please, please. Oh, no. I'm too good at cooking. I just cook the beef perfectly every time. This is ridiculous. I don't even understand how this is possible. Well, let's see if we can go find something else that we can use here. Yo, Betty. I got some money. Can you give me that Eye of Newt? Alright, perfect. So now what do we have left? We just gotta get an onion and then something else, right? Oh, where's my thing at? There it is. So now the only thing that we're missing is a burnt piece of meat and an onion. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go back on up to the farm, see if we can get any more beef here. Meat, cooked meat. Can somebody give me a burnt piece of meat, please, for the love of God? I just need some burnt meat. Give me your burnt meat. I'm almost halfway tempted just to buy burnt meat. Raw beef. Raw beef. Raw beef. And then raw beef over here too. Raw beef, there we go. And then more raw beef. And then more raw beef. Oh, and can you believe it? There's more raw beef over here. You know, I don't care what people say. I think even after all this time, I feel like it's aged well, the game itself. I don't care if the graphics look like somebody that in a high school computer science class drew and made. I mean, this game just holds up to the testament of time. Look at all these people that are still playing today. I mean, this is just quite incredible, really. But let's see if we can go through here and burn ourselves some meat. Gosh, the only problem is that you can never run of all things. You know what we're missing here? We're missing some music. We need to go through and add some music in on this guy. Oh man, listen to that. Alright, let's start the long one. Anyways, where I left off at. RuneScape at the time, whenever they had founded Jagex, it featured 2D graphics and it was a much fuller game overall. The skills were finally turned from the devious muds version, and the combat system had gone through a complete overhaul. So like what you see here today. It had a total of 19 skills at the time, and all of them had different methods of training, you know, kind of like what we have here today. Throughout its life, they were able to build about 50 quests for it. 17 of them were free, and then 33 you had to pay for membership, kind of similar to the business model that RuneScape currently follows. Because of the success of RuneScape, with RuneScape's Classics original release, the guys had realized that it was going to continue to grow rapidly. As a result of the revenue from the ads could make up for the cost of running the servers at the place. It's still crazy right here. This led to Jagex main business model of today, where they went through and they had member subscriptions. And on February 27th of 2002, 2 years after the release of the game, There were still free-to-play members, or there was still a free-to-play service, but members were receiving more updates and more content to explore. That's whenever you started to see the map become this massive thing that it is today. Okay, I wonder if barb fish would count actually. If they care about that. Maybe. Let's see. Gonna count that? You guys gonna count that? Nope, of course not. Okay, so we gotta figure out how to cook on a thing, on a regular tinder box in the wood. Well, throw all this in there. And back to the cows again. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh, beautiful. Just beautiful. So, talking about banks, since we're through banks and everything, RuneScape Classic went through a torrent of changes after the release of the members program. At first, accounts could pick through classes that leveled certain skills and gave the players items related to the class that they had selected. Some of the classes were like Necromancer, Wizard, we had Adventure, and this system was later removed and replaced with Tutorial Island. That way, people would have more freedom to try out the classes before they chose, and that even stuck till today. We still have Tutorial Island, that you can still see way out over here. They now renamed it to Intra, but still Tutorial Island overall. But yeah, as it went on, you had this kind of creation of what was called certs within the banks. These are the notes that you'll see in RuneScape now. I don't have any notes on me at the moment, but this allows you to kind of trade large amounts of items with other players, and even with like shops, you could carry 1,000 things of raw beef here. Trade it with someone. Now, the items that turned into certs, you had to talk to one of 3 NPCs, and that was the one bad part. The items that were traded for the certs were like lobsters, sharks, coal, and a few types of logs. This eventually led to the match trading system that we have today called the Brand Exchange, that you'll see in both versions of RuneScape Classic, RuneScape 2, and then RuneScape 3. Just as a reminder, I play RuneScape 2. Let's go ahead and see if we can make some burnt meat now. This is so ridiculous. I mean, I've never wished to screw up a meal. This is my life now. I'm trying to burn a steak. I don't understand why you can use burnt fish. Fish, lower calories, a little bit better for you. It has those omega fats that are really good for you. Really just behind it. Just one burn. Beef, pass it on, take a piece of beef, pass it on. Okay, let's go see if I can get some more raw beef here. My God. I just want burnt meat, please. Please. Okay. See how this works. I'm gonna try to burn it. I wish I had a choice to just leave it on the fire and turn it into ash. Okay, let's see. Oh God, cooked right. Cooked right. Oh no, just please, just one. Just one. Oh, nope, of course not. My cooking skill is too high. Oh, wait a second. Can I, like... Oh, sweet Jesus. That is perfect. So turns out you can burn your meat just by putting cooked meat on there. That's great. That's awesome. It's just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay, now we gotta go find an onion and then we'll be good here. So apparently I think onions are down over this way if I'm remembering correctly. Or it could be this field right here. One of the two. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this one. I'm gonna go ahead and say that guy right there. That looks about right. So let's start walking. Okay. Keep wanting to press the right button for some reason. Okay. There we go. Let's get out of this fucking house. Okay, so at the start of RuneScape, though, you know, it was interesting because it was a lot more competitive, a lot more so than what we have here. High schools were available for anybody to see, and players actively competed in those level scoring. Not that they don't today, but it was still, you know, a lot more competitive. And you know, these players are still super popular. You know, today even their names are still known, such as like Rab or Gearshift. Near the later parts of the game, though, the most popular player, arguably, that they say, was Zazima, and he was in the top high scores for most of RuneScape's life from 2003 to 2006, which was absolutely astounding. But this guy, you know, he just went fully ham. A lot of people, though, did go through and kind of cheat the system. You know, we had the issue of botting for quite a while. That always played RuneScape Classic, and it still is a plague today too. I mean, really, before random events were in the game, anti-botting system was a fatigue, so to speak. You'd get fatigued over time. Players would gain fatigue as they trained skills, and once they got it to 100%, they couldn't gain anymore. To reduce the fatigue, players could sleep in their beds, though, that were located in various buildings, and later sleeping bags were introduced to kind of offset that a little bit, just to keep people, you know, on their feet and on their toes. And while a sleeping player had to type in the word displayed on the screen, that was like the entry to like captures, like a lot of our first introductions to captions in order to wake up. Alright, let's go ahead and see about giving her all this stuff here. Oh, wow. Wow, she's making me some drugs here. She's making some moonshine. So I got a drink from this now? Oh, okay. Taste horrible and you feel yourself imbued with power. Oh, shoot, look at that. Beautiful. And I'm one step closer to being able to do that sort of quest. And I've never mission before. There's always a satisfying feeling whenever you get that, and then you can finally see some of the things that you unlock. It was always a really nice feature to RuneScape. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off right there today, guys. You know, with the competitive nature of RuneScape Classic. stay tuned with me next week. I'll be continuing my playthrough on RuneScape in my quest to reach my former glory from back in the middle school days. And also kind of continuing on with the history lesson of, everybody's favorite original MMORPG. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for being a part of Team Double Kill. We'll see y'all next time.